Hey guys, Pauly Walnuts here. Glad to see you. Thanks for tuning in. If you don't mind, take this time to like the video and the podcast and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now, the video you're about to see is from when I flew up to Atlanta, Georgia. I linked up with the owners and the founders of Monatomic Music, Ford and Vidal. We talked about their past accomplishments, their label, 432 hertz tuning, and just a crazy variety of things. It was a awesome conversation, had a hella good time. Now, the video you're about to watch is my one-on-one footage from when I sat down with Vidal, and we discuss his background, where he's from, how he got into music, some other hobbies of his, some crazy stories from life in the music industry, and such. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in and for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Here is my sit down with the Vidal of Monatomic Music. It's Beyond the Pod.
You're listening to Beyond the Pod.
Yo, let's go.
You're listening to Beyond the Pod.
Hey guys, your boy Pauly Walnuts here, and I'm up in Atlanta, Georgia to sit down with an incredibly talented and driven person. He is a music producer, songwriter, DJ. He fucking rips on a surfboard. He is the master at networking and making ideas reality. Welcome to the show, Vidal.
What up? What up? Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
How you doing?
Doing awesome, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me, and I appreciate all the hospitality up here.
Definitely.
So first off, we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about your background for everybody that doesn't know the details on you. Where are you from?
SoFlo, South Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
I was born in Hollyweird. Parents thought I was too crazy, so they popped us up to Palm Beach County.
Nice.
Did high school, middle school, and all that there, and then swapped down to Fort Lauderdale, over to Orlando, Tampa, and then back down to South Beach for a little while.
All over Florida boy through and through, huh?
Yeah, I've seen it. Florida man did it.
Florida man did it. Oh yeah, dude. Anytime I see a headline where it says like Florida man or woman,
Oh, it's on.
dude, it's it's gonna be internet gold.
Good times.
Yeah. Being that I live in Florida still, I'm not embarrassed by it at all. It's quite entertaining.
Oh, it's a badge of honor. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was actually telling Ford last night about there was a guy that like robbed a convenience store with an alligator.
Ooh.
Yeah, like he like came in with a gator and was like, I'm gonna just let it loose, and like basically had the clerk cornered if they didn't empty the drawer.
Why not?
Yeah. So anyway, that's how they're living down in Florida. But being that you are a DJ, music producer, songwriter, etc., when did you get into music, and what kind of put you on that path?
Well, it's kind of an awkward, weird, funny story. So I'll just get right into it real quick. I started surfing when I was in 6th grade, and I took on the sport real well. By 9th grade, I was sponsored.
Sick.
Yeah, I had a bunch of surf contests that I did. And a lot of people in school that I went to knew me before kind of even got there. And my freshman year, I had Drama 1 as my second period class.
Cool.
Long story short, the teacher, she told us, if you stay out of my way, don't bother my class, I'll give you a B. Just shut up, sit in the back, and don't bother us.
Nice.
So I was rocking it down there, and we had a big-ass couch and a couple of the surfers. We'd run to that class and try and get there as fast as we could. And by the end of that year, I ended up taking a liking to some of the girls that were in there, and then this really awesome dude that I still can't believe I'm friends with to this day, Oscar Isaac. He's in the Star Wars, all that kind of stuff. So me and him went to 9th grade acting class together.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing 4 years of that. I tried out for the play and somehow got the lead role, and then I had to sing, so then I went to the choir department. They told me I was a tenor 1, started kind of like getting into it. And it was weird because a lot of the surfers are like, what are you doing? This is really lame,
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm in a
Drama
room.
nerd.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I'm in chorus, and there's 60 girls behind me, and because I was so involved in chorus and drama that I was able to leave the school almost every day 3-4 hours early. I'd actually just go up to my teachers and be like, I got this shit with drama or this shit with chorus.
Cool.
And they give me my assignments. I'd leave, go to the beach, surf.
Fuck yeah.
I had a little racket going on, but that's kind of where I started with music. And then long story with that is I had some scholarships in my senior year, 4th, 9th grade, whatever that is. Parents went through some shit, and they divorced, and so I dropped out my senior year, 4th 9 weeks.
Wow.
You got to do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I started throwing keg parties, and I would go to my boys and be like, give me $10. Tell 2 or 3 of your friends you're having a party that they can drink free until it's your party, and I'll give you your $10 plus $10 back. And I'd do that to like 10, 15 people, and we'd end up showing up with 5, 6 kegs. And I'd make between $200 to $800 a night on Friday. And then I realized the music sucked at my parties, and I was like, someone bring some turntables. So I brought some turntables, and I picked it up from there. So
Cool.
yeah, it's kind of that's my story.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So how was it growing up in South Florida? I mean, pretty much parties going on, surfing, living the beach life for the most part.
Yep, didn't suck.
Yeah, didn't suck.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Pretty much, yeah. It was cool because I would be on the way to the beach in the morning to go surfing, and we'd be rocking to like Pennywise, No Effects,
Yeah.
Screeching Weasel, all this hardcore, get pumped up, Offspring. I mean, you name it. We'd do that in the morning. And then by mid-evening, we'd be chilling in the parking lot listening to Tupac and Too Short and Goody Mob.
Fuck yeah.
Outkast, Biggie, everybody, Nas. And then by 10:30, we'd be out at the club listening to techno. So it's just, all 3 of those influenced me in everything that I make now. So it's,
Yeah, get pumped up during the day, chill out after, and then go party down at night.
yeah, good times.
Fuck yeah. So you mentioned a little bit about surfing. How old were you when you started surfing? And, what you said you had some sponsors, local shops?
Yeah. I was 6th grade when I started.
Cool.
Picked up really, really quick. My dad was a surfer. I don't know, my pretty much first, second day, I was just kind of up and going. And I ended up being sponsored. I finished 2nd place in the whole East Coast of my division.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was a pretty big accomplishment. I mean, works for me.
Yeah.
I was sponsored by the local surf shop, Tommy's Surfboards, Tommy's Surf Shop, something like that. Sons of Beaches, and some eyeglass company. I don't remember what it was, to be honest.
Cool.
But,
What's your favorite break?
favorite break is South Beach.
Nice.
South Beach is generally always flat, but if you Google it or check it out when a crazy storm's happening or something's going on, South Beach has this crazy little pocket wave. It's just only the best of the best will surf there. It's got a stigma to it. You got to rip. You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You finish that up in South Beach, and then you cross Ocean Ave and go party. It's a great day.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah. Are you goofy or regular footed?
I'm goofy foot.
Goofy footed, and you like going front side or back side?
Definitely front side. Yeah.
So left break and wave.
Yep. I like to see what's ahead of me. I do a lot of the 360 tricks. That's my go-to. So I pop that middle fin out, and I ride a board that's just a little bit shorter than I am. I'm 5'10", so I'll ride like a 5'9", 5'8".
Right.
And that way I can spin it real quick. So if I'm heading left and I see a section about to close out, I just pop up on it, slide that tail, and do a little 360 and come down. And most of the people are like, how the hell do you do that? I'm like, it's my pony trick.
Yeah.
Here comes again.
That's awesome.
Good times.
So who would be, growing up, who would be your favorite surfer or the ones in your eyes that, were like the best or that you definitely, idolized?
Yeah, for me, it was Kalani Rob and Rob Machado.
Fuck yeah.
Big fro guys. And I actually looked up to them so much I grew my own fro. I've got curly hair, so it was this big old curly poof ball in my head. I saw a picture of it this Christmas at my mom's house, and I was dying laughing. But man, I had a fro, that's for sure. I'm thinking about growing it back before I start losing my hair.
Yeah, dude, I had a little bit of a white boy fro for a little while too, and cause mine is just thick and wavy and kind of curly, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then one time I remember I cut it shorter and then fucking bleached it, and then I got a haircut after I bleached it where it was like cut on the sides and it was still a little bit longer on top, and it looks like a skunk strip because it's still like all bleached. And I'm like, I just looked at it and I was like, I fucking laughed so hard.
Yeah.
I was like, look at that little dork. Well, cool, man. Well, we'll go ahead and talk about your music influences. What would you say really, I know you talked about listening to the punk and everything like that, but when you're really trying to draw inspiration, is it still really, is that what you kind of go to, just the combination of the punk, the hip hop, and the techno, or is there something that kind of gets you in the mood before you're about to hit the studio?
It's kind of the combo of all three.
Yeah.
Because we produce and write songs for so many different artists, I kind of will look at that artist and think to myself, what are they probably listening to? And then I will listen to that style of music, but I'll listen to my style of what their style is. So if they like opera, I'm going to...
Right, find what you dig.
Right.
Very cool, very cool. And, man, I mean, between your surfing and your music career, the DJing and everything, dude, I know you got some crazy stories from either a show or what you got. What's something funny or crazy that's happened that you've seen in your life?
Okay, so this is a good one. Ford and I did a show at Johnson Toros Amphitheater for Gasparilla.
Yeah.
Tampa, Ybor City, 7th Ave, if you will.
Shout out Tampa, all them folks down there.
Good times over there. So it's basically like the #1 nightclub. They got this huge ballroom thing that spins around on the dance floor, and they got, the stage opens up, and crazy lights, the whole nine.
Right.
So we're rolling up, and I've got this EDM raver suit that's like all lit up. It's just this crazy...
Oh, I remember, dude. Okay, so for those that don't know, it's like this whole kind of robotic-looking suit. It's almost like this full helmet mask, like a paintball mask, and it had these long, like, light dreads, and the whole thing lit up and, like, pulsed to the music, and it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was it. So, like, crazy costumes like that, and we gave the whole audience 3D glasses, so when we went on... And we had all these electroluminescent lightings. The whole place went into 3D. It was pretty wild. But we pulled up on 7th Ave on Gasparilla, which means the road's closed. And I've got all of these crazy costumes and all this shit. So we ended up having to walk 6 or 7 blocks.
Yeah.
So I actually put the outfit on and turned it all on. That way people could see me kind of coming and kind of parted the crowd, if you will. And everyone's like, what the hell is that? Look at that.
Oh, dude, I bet people were tripping.
Yeah, so when we're walking, we got all the keyboards and all this shit. So people are like, obviously, that's some sort of the talent or somebody's coming through.
Right.
And so we went up to the club. We did it that night. And one last part that's pretty funny of this story is Ford and I were actually out a nightclub like that probably 3 weeks before, and it actually got raided. And,
really?
Yeah, and we were partying. It was like 2 a.m. All the lights came on, and the DJ's like,
whoa.
Attention, the music's off. Everybody, blah, 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 stay put, yada, yada. So we were like, holy shit. And we looked at each other. We were like, it'd be fucking awesome. As if they were like, psych. And the lights went back off and the music started back up,
Yeah.
So we actually did that. We created this, in between halfway through the set, we made it sound like the place was getting raided and the lights all came on and people were running around crazy going, oh shit. And then we shut the music back off. And shut the lights back off and turn the music back on.
Oh, I fucking bet. Everybody went wild.
Everyone went wild.
And sick.
I was like, get your brooms because the floor is going to be looking real good right now.
Yeah,
There's some people dumping right now. So
yeah,
that was a crazy night. Yeah, that's one.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I'm sure you got many more, but I just want to thank you for kicking it with me so far.
Definitely.
We're going to take a short break, everybody, and we're going to bring Vidal back and talk with him and Ford together. So stay tuned.
Cool.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I'd be super stoked and hella grateful if you could like this episode and subscribe to the channel and the podcast. Once again, thanks for listening and watching. I will catch you next episode. Peace, love, and skateboarding.